Hey y'all, so I am finishing a scavenger hunt that I've been on all day since about 8 o'clock this morning. And the long story short is I got news yesterday that I was not going to be able to get something that was owed to me from some work that I put in, some work that I had invested. And so that didn't sit well with me. I'm a Christian, but I gotta get what I'm owed. Hello? And so, the long story short is I've been going back and forth, been getting the runaround. I was told probably not gonna be able to get what, won't be able to get it right now. You'll get it later. And so that wasn't gonna work for me though, because you're supposed to get what you're owed. And if there are some things that have been approved, and I just finished talking with the lady in the department, and she said you're going to get what you're owed because it's been approved. So I've been going back and forth, and I asked God to give me a good countenance so that He can still get the glory out of it. But it just reminded me this last time that I made a drop off that there are some things that God has approved for you. There are some things that God has put His stamp of approval on. There are some things that you have sowed in. There are some things that you have invested time in. And the enemy would try to have us believe and just passively accept the denials and the delays of the manifestations of God. But I believe that this is just an illustration that if God has approved you, if God has set the verdict in heaven that certain things are for you and that it's time for you to get paid, it's time for you to begin to reap, the enemy will try to make us feel like, oh, you just gotta wait a little bit. Oh, it's not time. Oh, so-and-so has to do this, so-and-so has to do that. And he'll try to bring people and distractions and time delays and frustrations. But I was determined that I was going to get what was owed to me today. I was going to get what was owed to me in this season. And I wasn't going to passively sit and just say, okay, I'll get it in 2 months. That's fine. No, if God said if this was approved that I can get it by August 31st, which is my birthday, whoop, whoop, then I'm going to go and cooperate with the plan of God. And I'm going to superimpose God's will over whatever distraction and over whatever frustration and assignment the enemy tries to put on the things that God has for me. So I just want to encourage you today that if the enemy has you on a goose chase, if the enemy is trying to frustrate your plans and the things that God has for you, I want you to be like me. And I showed up today. I was like, oh no ma'am, oh no sir, oh you need me to take this here, you need me to take this there? Absolutely, because I'm going to show up to get exactly what God has for me, and I will not accept substitutes, and I'm no longer going to accept denials or delays. So I want to encourage you to show up today, take what has been approved by God for you, enjoy the fruit of your labor. That is the gift of God, is what the Bible says. Move forward and be great. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.